mi gente, it's 9 a.m. Wait a minute, I know. Gay people and an LGBTQ plus Kiki at 9 in the freaking morning? Whose idea was that? Oh, wait a minute, no, it was my idea. Yeah, that's why I'm still in bed. Me? I'm FayWhat, and I'm gonna help you get your week started off right. We have lots of fun things to talk about. It's gonna be a fantabulous week.
Gay boys, hashtag that girl. Sunbeams, drag queens, L-word. Is that girl the girl of all our dreams? She's everything that every girl should be. Aqua, South Beach, hashtag that girl. Pride-filled, T-dance, Wilton. Is that girl Latina, but she's universal too? If you find a girl to love, only one girl to love, then she'll be that girl too. That girl.
The FayWhat Show is America's first LGBTQ plus morning show, and we are live right now on Roku, Apple TV, Android TV, Amazon Fire Television, YouTube, and Facebook. I'm also on demand, baby. It's Monday, April 10th, 2023. So let's kiki about what's going on in the LGBTQ plus community. You know, there's always some kind of drama happening, right? I have a sidekick joining me in bed for some conversation. What else did you think about? I wouldn't even know what to do with a boy these days. It's been so long. I know what a penis looks like. I remember what it smells like. I'm good to stay away from it, all right? All right, our first segment is called Gay Boys Sleep Late, and this morning I'm joined by my gay guy pal, DJ Eric. Good morning, Eric, and welcome to Fay's Bed.
I'm so happy to be back in bed with you. You're the only woman that I get in bed with, especially Monday at 9 a.m.
There's that, right?
I literally just thought in my head, like, do you ever say, you know, hey girl, hey, Fay girl, Fay?
Fay girl, Fay.
Fay girl, Fay. I just thought about that, and I'm so sorry.
Stuff for my show. I love that.
I'm so sorry about my voice, by the way. I've just been speaking all weekend for work, and I
love how
I sound
it
like a
comes in and
Sesame
out.
Street. Yes, in and out, just like my favorite burger place.
In and out. So why did you say you sound like a Sesame Street character, and which one?
I kind of feel like I more so identify as like Oscar the Grouch or the Cookie Monster right now. Like I'm riding the wave of both, but in my mind, I'm more like Elmo.
I'm good with Elmo. I prefer
Total
Elmo.
power bottom. Elmo.
Right?
Yes. Power bottom of the century.
Yeah, like Little Nas X. Like I would put him in the same category. Elmo and Little Nas X. Power bottoms.
You just invoked the spirit out of me with that. That was the best comparison ever. Yes.
But listen, think about it, okay? Like I didn't come out as a power bottom until recently. Honestly, I was a little shameful about being a power bottom. But then when Little Nas X came out, thank you.
You're welcome.
When Little Nas X came out as a power bottom and he explained it in such a way, I was like, shit, I'm one too. Think about it. The power bottom says when, how long, you know, the whole entire thing. When it's done,
you're in charge.
You're in charge.
You're in charge. You end it. You start it. You call the shots.
Exactly. So then why wouldn't I be proud of being that? So
Power
I mean,
bottoms unite. Always.
Gracias. All you power bottoms out there, we see you.
You're welcome.
You're welcome. So, Eric, now you've been here in South Florida for how long?
I've been here for just about 4.5 months.
Coño, that's it.
I know, it's still
yet.
crazy, but you know, it's nuts, like how much has happened in the 4.5 months. So I was telling you a little bit about it before this, but like.
I was going to ask you about the haircut.
Yes, full on Floridian. You know, I had long hair and it was just too much to get ready with every morning. So I applaud you women for being able to do what you do every single day.
It takes me an hour plus to look this cheap. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
And it was taking me that long too, and my hair was not even a quarter length of what yours is. So I was like, let me cut it off. My barber spoke his way into my heart by telling me that my cheekbones were really great naturally. So he was just like feeding me bullshit, basically.
You have great cheekbones.
And so I did it, and now I've decided to embrace my facial hair, which is like the toppiest part of me, because I also identify as a power bottom.
Thank you.
So a top on the top and a power bottom all the way on the bottom.
Yes.
Yes.
But I love it. You do have the South Beach, Miami, Fort Lauderdale haircut and the hair coming in for real.
Thank you. If I wasn't this tan, I would just look like an Italian Jewish boy.
For real. But right now you look like you need papers. Like somebody's gonna come up to you and go, "Oh yeah, you need a green card," and they're gonna take you and like make you their own.
I've made it. I made it. I couldn't be happier. I couldn't be happier. I'm taking that with me all day. By the way, when I go home, Bobby, I'm just letting you know that Faye told me that I look like I need papers. So you're welcome.
I mean, seriously, maybe there's some kind of tax break in there.
Absolutely. We love a tax break. It is tax time, honey. Get them in.
I don't even want to talk about tax time.
No. I have a person if you want. She's great. Her name is Karen, ironically. But I've used her she's not. And we've used her our whole life. So we're just going off topic. But yeah, we've used her tax person our whole life. So if you want her, I got you.
Okay. Haven't we always gotten off topic?
Yes.
Like, it's not that serious.
No, it's not.
You know, here, it's like literally just me and Eric in bed talking shit.
Yeah, in bed
and you guys get to be a part of it.
And I'm just like still reveling in the fact that there have been so many hot men in this spot. So I'll just sit here again and talk about how I'll just take it all in.
So I get here and E is face down with his butt up in the air and his nose down here. And I'm like, what are you smelling? He goes, oh, the sweat.
The same position I was in at Ramrod last week.
Over the pool table.
On the pool table.
Okay, for those who know.
Ass up. And you know.
You know. So there's a lot of interesting things going on this week in the LGBTQ plus community. Eric, let's Kiki on some of them right now.
Let's go.
All right, because if we don't start, we'll never stop.
No.
Two queens like this in bed, we'll be talking forever.
Yeah, you have to film for all the, you're busy. We gotta go.
Busy.
You're busy.
There's only one me.
Right.
Thank goodness.
Remember that, everyone. Remember that.
There's only one FayWhat.
Everyone should know that.
And all you folks are okay with that, right? They're like, no, we don't need two of you. Like, for real, it's a lot. One is enough. I know. It's fine. First, let's begin with earlier this month, the 23rd season of The Voice launched with a slew of talented new contestants vying for $100K and a record deal with Universal Music. Among the contestants causing a buzz is 31-year-old singer E.J. Michaels from Draper, Utah. Michaels stunned judges with his rendition of Adele's Easy on Me and disclosed his inner turmoil while struggling with his sexuality as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. Yes, you heard me right. The church opposes same-sex marriage, you all know that, right? And requires gay followers to abstain from dating and sex altogether. After divorcing his wife he married in the church, he began to fully accept who he really was. Since leaving the church, Michaels has found love with his boyfriend, Michael. Oh God, so now if he marries him, is he gonna be Michael Michaels? I guess so. And feels completely at peace with himself. Maybe his last name is more Michelle's. I'll change his name to Michelle's. Michelle's also got an opportunity to perform during the NBA halftime show at the Utah Jazz's Equality in Action Night on March 27th. How amazing is that? Former Mormon comes out on The Voice. What are we all talking about? What do you think about Michelle Michaels?
So, Michelle, we'll go by. Let's call Michael Michelle. First thing, when you said Michael, I was like Michael Myers. I thought of Halloween. But anyway, by the way, 23 years of The Voice, 23 seasons.
Right? Don't you feel
I remember
old?
The Voice.
Yeah.
Like one. Like, not The Voice season one. 23.
Right, like where's the time gone?
I don't know. But first things first, I actually didn't know all of that about the Mormon church. I just knew that it was crazy. Okay, so like I didn't know everything about game. I knew that you could not do it, but I didn't know how intense it was. So when I read up a little bit, I was kind of shocked. And now anything from that musical, The Book of Mormon, makes sense to me. Like it's actually like that. But he looks like what in my mind I would think a gay man from Utah
Mormon world
looks like just like whiter than white, bald, and his partner kind of looks like him too. So it's like there's that gay thing where some like white gays like go out with each other. I don't know why, but I think he experiences a little bit of that. Outside of all of that, I think he's very talented. And it's incredible that he got to perform at the halftime show and that he's found love and he's happy.
Right? I mean, can you imagine? I mean, come on, we have to be in reality. You have to know that there's tons of people in the closet, that will never be able to come out, and which is why I'm always so vocal and loud about my gayness and my sobriety, because there's so many people that just can't.
They can't
be out. And you have to understand that and respect that.
Well, and they look to those like you who are so out and proud with your queerness and your sobriety as an outlet in which they can confide in and relate to and feel better about certain situations they're in. I just hate the thought of anyone not living their true authentic self. It takes me back.
But also, like, isn't it weird? I mean, come on, the Mormon church are the people who have multiple wives, right? Just want to be double checked.
I think so. I think that it's like multiple wives, and then I think there's like a head wife, like one who calls the shot, like the head bitch.
The main bitch?
Like the main bitch. Like, and then he's got his sneaky links and his side pieces. What I'm more concerned about is that in Utah, like you can't like do anything on certain days because they have all of these different religious laws that are in place that literally take us back to like the 1800s. Can't enjoy a good mimosa on a Sunday. You can't do things that you can do normally in Florida and LA and New York and New Jersey. So I think it's a whole, as a state, as a whole, it's like there's this sense of control that they want to control the people who are there.
Yeah.
And you can't do that. You can't hold us back. You can't hold queer people
No,
back.
you can't. And you can't dim our light. You know,
No.
I mean, for the people who love their religion and their way of being, please, it's all for you completely.
Absolutely.
Do what you do, you, boo.
Yeah,
but if
right.
you're feeling inside of this is not who I am authentically.
Trust that.
Trust that, because it just doesn't work. You know, I live near a big, affluent Jewish community, right, down in Miami. And I think it's Saturday. It's Saturday or Sunday that they can't drive around. Side piece, do you know anything about this?
Oh, and they walk to the service.
They walk everywhere.
I think I've seen this. I think I've witnessed it, like in LA, like while I've been driving to a gig, and there are many different temples on the way.
Okay.
And I've seen in packs going
families
for the,
and
yeah,
walk
families
because,
going to, yeah.
because they can't, you know, they can't press the button to an elevator. They can't do any manual labor, you know, even though pressing an elevator is not really manual labor, but it is. But these folks, I mean, you can say whatever the hell you want to say, but in my mind, I'm like, man, these are dedicated folks, you know, because it's Miami, it's South Florida, it's 100 degrees, and they're dressed all in black with 15 layers.
Girl, it's hot.
Okay?
And they are in
hats and hair, and I'm like, wow, that's freaking dedication. Like, if to be gay, I had to dress like that, I would stay in the closet.
I would be living in the closet. Okay?
In an air-conditioned closet.
In an air with a head to ceiling fan. Okay, floor to ceiling fan. Yes. No.
Just say. Okay.
Couldn't do that.
Michael, Michelle, we're so proud of you. Keep living your true, authentic self. I hope that you win. I hope that you made it to the next round, but we'll definitely follow you.
I love Michelle, by the way. That is the funniest thing that's going to be all day. I'm just going to keep writing. Is his name Michelle? Michael Michelle?
It was spelled M-I-C. It was spelled M-I-C-H-E-L. So I should have said Michelle.
Mitchell's? Michelle's? I don't know.
But you out, bitch. So it don't matter. You good. Michael's, Michelle's, Michelonia. We can call you whatever. You
all
ain't
your
in
friends
there.
are going to be calling you Michelle now.
Your name is Michelle. There, say FayWhat sent you with a new name. Next, after Tennessee introduced a law categorizing drag as adult-oriented entertainment, banning public drag performances, as well as legislation banning gender-affirming healthcare for young trans people, Madonna called them unfounded and pathetic. Madonna announced a special show in Nashville to raise money for trans rights organizations. In the statement issued, she said, quote, "The oppression of the LGBTQ plus community is not only unacceptable and inhumane, it's creating an unsafe environment, making America a dangerous place for our most vulnerable citizens, especially trans women of color. Anyone with half a brain knows not to fuck with a drag queen," end quote. Gotta take a moment because I freaking love me some Madonna.
Take a moment.
Madonna says this anti-LGBT is making it unsafe to be LGBTQ plus. Yes, Madonna, you are right, woman. What are we all talking about? What do you think?
Preach, Madonna,
Preach.
Madonna all the way. Even when Madonna did that remix with Nicki Minaj and MIA for the halftime show, which wasn't that good, I still rode for Madonna, okay? Yeah. Listen, I knew that Madonna rode hard for us and for at the trans community, especially at the, I don't know if it was the MTV Awards or the AMA Awards this past year that Sam Smith and Kim Petras performed right?
Yes.
And everyone, Grammys.
Yes.
Okay, and the audience blew up on her for her face or something, right? They came for her face, which, by the way, like, can we move on from like making women feel like terrible about how they look? Like, it doesn't happen to men for whatever reason. It only happens to women, and it's really messed up. So can we just move on from that? Like, you heard it here. Move on. Okay. Yeah. And she went online and put out a whole public statement about, like, as all of you were focusing on my face or my filler or how I overdrew my lip, I was focusing on how I was introducing the first trans woman to be performing on the Grammy stage. Not the first trans woman to win a Grammy, but the first one to perform live on the stage.
But she was the first out openly trans when she won the actual award.
And that was my intro to, I knew Madonna was a queer icon, obviously, but my intro to knowing that she stayed woke on the subject of what our trans community need for them to live equally just like everyone else. Yeah. So I ride hard for Madonna, like you just said.
It's Madonna. It's Madonna. And look, again, like you said, let her do whatever the hell she wants to do with her face. It's her face. It's not easy being a woman and growing older.
No.
Trust.
No.
okay? And we will do everything possible to try to slow that down. But when men get older, the wrinkles are handsome, distinguished, salt and pepper, you look hot.
Yeah.
But when it comes to a woman, you got to go all over.
It's a double standard.
There is a court case right now with Gwyneth Paltrow, all right? Did you see that?
I brought a little bit of it.
Okay.
It's kind of funny.
So it's stupid, folks at home.
Funny.
It's really stupid. So Gwyneth Paltrow skiing hit some dude, and that dude, knowing that it's Gwyneth Paltrow, has decided to sue her.
Yeah.
All right? And so one of the lawyers is kind of fangirling over Gwyneth Paltrow because it's Gwyneth Paltrow, right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, side note, she's like, oh, how tall are you? Oh, wow, you're lucky. I mean, se pasó. She went over a little bit, but not the point of my story. My point is that every time that she went, they would have to talk about what she wore. All right, to be the lawyer on this case. Today in the courtroom, she wore this and this. And why would she wear this and this? Not one time did they fucking mention the guy or the other lawyers on the team and what they wore. They could have worn the same freaking thing every single day and nobody would have been the wiser. Why was it important to talk about her clothing?
It's been going on forever. Scarlett Johansson, when she plays the superhero, what is she? She's the, I don't know, she's some sort of Marvel something.
Side piece. What is she?
What is she? Scarlett Johansson, the Widow? Black Widow?
Black Widow.
When she's the superhero, and at any of the interviews with her and Chris Pratt, the interviewer always says, well, is the costume uncomfortable? It's a sexy costume, you know? And she's like, why are you asking me that question?
Yeah.
So it's been going on for a while, and it's disgusting.
It is.
It needs to end.
It is. And so going back to Madonna, thank you for your words, you know.
I bow.
I mean, you know, Madonna, you can put out shitty music, and people are still going to listen to you. Your platform is broad. You have newer followers, even with people that weren't around when you were really like on the radio and stuff like that. People just love you for your words and for your outspoken demeanor and just how you are. You need to do more of that.
We need a tour.
I do love that she added this concert in Tennessee. Like that's a big F you to those people. Like 100%. I'm going to sell out this whole entire place. Yeah. You're not going to get a freaking dime of it. The money's going to go to trans rights.
Yep.
Right in the middle of where our community is the most targeted in freaking Tennessee.
I pay close attention to Tennessee because like I feel like things like national tours of like Kinky Boots or Hairspray, anything that offers a drag character or a effeminate character is going to be banned now. So what, we can't go see shows that coming here next? Like what's happening now? You know, it started as the drag queen story hour, and now it's drag shows, and now you have to be a certain age. Now you can't do it at certain hotels. It's scary. It's scary, and it's something that we have to keep watching because it's just the beginning.
It's just the beginning.
Yeah.
Next, fans who flocked to the Manhattan set of Joker Folie à Deux this weekend to catch a glimpse of Lady Gaga got a little more than they bargained for when the singer locked lips with a female extra. Watch this. Photos emerged of the singer in character over the weekend, a crowd of more than 50 admirers gathered near the steps outside the New York County Supreme Court where the film was shooting on Sunday. One fan snuck onto the set the day before pretending to be an extra to try and get Lady Gaga's autograph on her boobs to tattoo it. Fans love Lady Gaga. So do I. And I don't know if I would keep my clothes on when she. I don't know. I don't think I would. I love Gaga. I'd kiss her dressed however she wanted me to dress. All right. What are we all talking about? What do you think?
Listen, speaking of just like queer icons, Madonna, Lady Gaga.
Footsteps.
Come on, let's go. I didn't even know that this movie was being filmed, by the way. I didn't even know it was a musical, but when I heard Lady Gaga, when I heard musical, and when I heard Joker, I was like, all right, I mean, I'm going to opening night. This is the gayest superhero thing I've ever heard of. But apparently it's for like a scene, obviously in the movie, where I guess the commentator is yelling something at her along the lines of like, you're sick or blah, blah, blah. And she goes and kisses her and says something like, and now you are too. And I love you. And that's it or something.
Oh, so it wasn't like her just lip smooching with another.
No, it's part of the scene.
It was part of the scene.
It's part of the scene. It's going to be so cool. But all those people who took the videos and the 50 those were not paid extras. They all just like flew to the set.
They just
Yeah.
But that's what's messed up. Only white people can do that, okay?
Right,
Like a Latino or a black person can't just be like, I'm gonna just pretend I'm an extra. They're gonna be like, are you part of the craft table? Go get me some coffee or something.
Enjoy
That would be a
that
better
white
way
privilege.
to get in, right?
Yeah,
it wouldn't work otherwise.
Enjoy it.
But Lady Gaga has always said that she's very, very fluid about it. Like, it's just like whatever.
Easy. I mean, Lady Gaga, for me, when that Elton John performance of Speechless, when they did that duet, that was like what solidified my love for her. She's got gay relatives. She's got, she's always been, she's a New Yorker.
Yeah.
It's just like that kind, you want to hang out with that kind of person. You're drawn to that energy,
Yeah.
So when I heard that she was the lead of this movie, I was like, well, what else could I ask for in a movie? It's not a horror movie, but I'll still go see it.
It's Gaga.
Let's
We're gonna
go.
see it. I mean,
I'm Gaga for Gaga.
Oh, I love Gaga.
I've never seen her live though.
I love Gaga. I saw Gaga live, like in New York, like before she made it big.
Really?
I mean, and it was just like, this girl's got something.
Was she brunette?
Yeah.
She was brunette at the time, right?
Mm-hmm. She looks so Italian.
Yeah.
Like, so
Germanata
Italian.
is her last name. Stephanie Germanata is her full name. We went to college really close to one another.
Really?
She went to NYU. Yeah.
You know that she was voted most likely to not make it?
She was, yeah.
Isn't that to not be famous?
She was
Excuse me, to not be famous.
Yeah,
all right,
I read that actually.
So for all those little monsters out there, okay, your teachers or whatever, think about this. When I was in high school, I was middle school or high school, I really wanted to do the morning announcements. Like I really wanted to be that person, all right?
Slay.
No, the teacher told me that my voice, they couldn't understand what I was saying, so they didn't give me the part.
No, screw that teacher.
Can you believe that? But again,
where's that teacher now?
Exactly, and that's the point. That don't let what somebody tells you minimize your light, all right?
No.
If that's what you want to do and that's when you feel the most alive, freaking do it. That's it.
That's a really strong message because people feel stupid for being themselves these days for whatever
and for
reason.
Having dreams.
Yeah, and people who are miserable inside make you feel like that. No one who is happy is going to make you feel bad for your dreams.
And why is that, E? Because misery loves company.
Absolutely.
Okay, everybody who's sour shit, people that are just mad. If you notice, people who have all these problems, they want you to have all those problems and you to feel low like that.
Get out my face.
Get out my face. I don't need that toxicity. Let me tell you how, Faye girl Faye. Let me tell you how that feels. Do you have a friend that like after you have a conversation, you're exhausted and you don't understand why you're tired?
I have, and I no longer am friends with
Thank you. Thank you. Get rid of your toxic
one
friends.
that challenges of everything you say, and it doesn't.
But because they are energy
suckers. Suck it up. And not the good kind.
And not the good suckers. You know the good suckers. You're a good sucker.
I'm a good
sucker. You know that. You're a good
sucker.
I'm a good sucker.
You're a good sucker.
We're good suckers. Next, speaking in front of 500 people at Florida's Martin County School Board. You never know what me and Eric are going to talk about.
No, sorry. We don't plan.
We
just talk.
We just start talking.
There's no cameras here.
All right.
Just in bed.
Yeah. Next. Speaking in front of 500 people at Florida's Martin County School Board, Grace Lynn was among the hordes of concerned citizens protesting the removal of approximately 80 books from public school libraries based on the complaints of one parent. After introducing herself as 100 years young, Lynn spoke about her husband, Robert Nichol, who was killed in World War II defending our democracy, Constitution, and freedoms. Watch this.
I love her.
Good afternoon, folks.
Hi, Grace.
I am Grace Lynn. I am 100 years young. I'm here to protest our school's district book banning policy. My husband, Robert Nichol, was killed in action in World War II. At a very young age, he was only 26. Defending our democracy, Constitution, and freedoms. One of the freedoms that the Nazis crushed was the freedom to read the books they banned. They stopped the free press, banned and burned books. The freedom to read, which is protected by the First Amendment, is our essential right and duty of our democracy. Even so, it is continually under attack by both the public and private groups who think they hold the truth. In response to the book banning throughout our country and Martin County, last year, during the time I was 99, I have created this quilt. To remind all of us that these few of so many more books that are banned or targeted need to be proudly displayed and protected. And read if you choose to. The quilt was shown on national TV as part of Ali Valshi's Banned Book Club segment. Banned books and burning books are the same. Both are done for the same reason. Fear of knowledge. Fear is not freedom. Fear is not liberty. Fear is control. My husband died as a father of freedom. I am a mother of liberty.
Lynn was 7 months pregnant when Nicole was first declared missing in action. She found out he had died when their daughter Nietzsche was 3 days old. She then rightfully compared the book banning taking place in her district to Nazi actions. Lynn has no plans to stop fighting book bans. We need more Lynns in our society. 100-year-old World War I wife says her husband didn't fight for this. What are we all talking about? Oh, we need Miss Lynn in our life.
That was powerful.
It really was.
We both got chills, I think, at like the same time.
Totally.
It's not because the AC went on.
No, it wasn't.
I was just, I mean, I watched the video before I got here, but it's just so clear her intent on everything and getting there and really throwing that message out. It's a really scary time, Faye, right now with these books being banned. I mean, some of the books that are banned, Barnes & Noble has also done a full display when you first walk in, and it says, books banned. And they're offering all of the books that are banned. Like, isn't that nuts right now?
That is crazy.
So, like,
that is crazy.
They're still trying to get everyone, you know, people are trying to not let this happen, but the fact that it's happening an hour and a half north of us from here right now, I think we're in danger. I think it's going to keep evolving into more. And I don't know what action to take. Like, as a privileged white gay man, like, I don't know what I can do to make it better.
To make it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, and it's totally scary. You know, and some of the books that they banned, Eric, make no freaking sense at all.
I'll teach you how to like poop as a baby.
Maya Angelou.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Well, yes.
Okay.
Those books. Yes.
Period.
Right.
Think about that. Okay. Right. The one that I read today, Rosa Parks.
Yeah, that blew my mind.
Rosa
when you
Parks.
said that.
Like, how are you going to ban
that history?
You just erased Black history.
It doesn't make.
Okay, you just erased a woman warrior who freaking stood up against everything in her life. You know, how could you do that? Here's the reality, Eric. These people want our children to be stupid. They want our children to be dumb. They want our children to be, what do you need for us to do? Robots, and not like fight against the machine or have their own thoughts or be their true authentic self, basically.
And like she said, why? Because of fear of knowledge.
Because of fear of
knowledge. Fear of knowledge that we've been taught our whole lives, but now it's not okay anymore. Ironically, I was here with you last time during Black History Month, and we spoke about Rosa Parks. Yeah. We spoke about her. We highlighted some of the most beautiful queer people of color that anyone, you know, and now we're here talking about how we're taking steps backwards. You know, it's a
scary time for a lot of people. It's a scary
time, and if anyone watching this, you know, I'm just going to direct the camera right away. If anyone watching this knows how we can act up to actually take some more action, if it's a march, if it's donating money, if it's donating books, what to do, let me personally know. You know, Faye answers every message she gets. You know, let us know what can we do?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. No, like, I mean, my heart breaks. There's an incredible organization called Safe Schools South Florida, and they are out of Miami, but they also just take care of Broward also and some West Palm. And, you know, they're fighting for the kids. You know, there are trans children that they want to stop their gender affirming care. You know, can you imagine a kid that has just, and by a kid, I mean, you know, he's 18 years old. Okay. I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like,
you're not saying a 6-year-old.
No,
right.
That those operations are not done on 6 years old.
But that's the problem.
But that's what people think.
They'll fight you on that. They'll be like, oh, she said kid. And they'll run with it.
That's it. You shouldn't say kid.
But you can't even say one wrong. Like you can. But by the way, like 16 is a kid. Like in the sense, like they know what they want for their life, but like they still have so much growing to do. So like, My baby cousin 16, and I look at them like they are my little kids, but I know that they have a brain to themselves, and I would never stifle that. Who would ever stop that? It's nuts. It's nuts.
No, and like you said, things are getting like worse by the moment, and I think of our community, and then I think of Black and brown. We're being erased too, folks. We're next. So for all you Black and brown straight people out there,
act up.
You're watching my show. I like that, but do something, because trust me, they're coming for you next. It's just, and I say that laughing out of nerves.
No, I know.
Because it's like, where will this stop?
No,
Eric?
I know. You were saying it too about when we were talking a little bit, I saw on your social media, for patrons who go to all the drag shows, and how we love that you go to the shows. We love that you come and support. A tip is great and your attendance is even better, but you need to help. We need your help now.
Yeah.
We need you to march with us. We need you to act up. We need you to share everything.
Yep.
We need you to normalize seeing drag show graphics on your Instagram, and people who wouldn't normally see you share. We need to.
And like you said, and normalize it, because it's freaking normal.
Right.
It's just that, it's a craft. It's an entertainment art form. It is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful way to express your talent.
Right. And also to stay alive. There are drag performers who had nothing else other than suicidal thoughts and the art of drag, and it has made them grow into.
So, did you enjoy the show? I know you did. So make sure to click subscribe so you won't miss any of the events, news, or interviews right here on the FayWhat show. Ring the bell at the bottom of the screen, right there, so you'll be alerted every time we're live. You can also click on the Happening Out Television Network logo so you can see all of the shows on the most diverse LGBTQ+ media network. Find out just what we're doing to bring the L and the G together right here on the FayWhat show. Get the week started with me.